Everyone knew that the Patriots would take a step back when Tom Brady announced that he was leaving to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'm not sure that many people expected the Patriots to become an instant contender within a few seasons after Tom Brady leaving. And now that Bill Belichik has made some big moves this offseason, the Patriots are in the conversation to be a playoff and maybe even a Super Bowl contender. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of the Patriots' new additions and whether or not they can compete for a Super Bowl. Let's get right into it. Before we get started, if you have not already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I am uploading multiple sports videos every single week, so I would really appreciate the support. But anyways, getting right into things, obviously, like I mentioned before, the Patriots were not expected to be the same dominant team that they had been for more than a decade when Tom Brady announced that he was leaving. And obviously, Bill Belichik is considered the greatest coach of all time by many people, but when you lose the GOAT in Tom Brady, you know that your team is not going to be the same as it was before. And even though it was a down season last year, I actually don't think that the Patriots did that bad considering the team that they had and considering that they were pretty much going into uncharted territory with Tom Brady leaving after pretty much 20 years on the team. And while the Patriots did obviously not have the best season, they did finish with a 7-9 record, which is not the best record. But when you look at the roster that they had and the position that they were in, a 7-9 record I would consider personally a win for the Patriots. Cam Newton to replace Tom Brady at quarterback are some huge shoes to fill, and Cam Newton was an inconsistent replacement for Tom Brady. You are not going to replace a Tom Brady. It's just not going to happen, especially in the passing game. And Cam Newton being a run-first quarterback, the passing game for the Patriots was not going to be the same. And it also didn't help that they had a weak wide receiver core and tight ends. Their tight ends were especially weak. Cam Newton, already not the pass first type of guy, the sit in the pocket, big, huge arm type of guy. Without star wide receivers and with pretty much no tight end, it made it so that the Patriots had a very, very weak passing game. One of the worst passing teams that I've seen in a very long time. And obviously, you couple all of these things with the injuries that happened, especially on the offensive end all season, and you look at that 7-9 record and wonder how they managed to actually win 7 games. Now, obviously, Bill Belichik, the greatest coach of all time in some people's eyes, saw the weaknesses that his roster had, and there were a lot of them on both ends of the field. And obviously, like everybody else, Bill knew that the Patriots weren't going to be as good this season, but he did something this offseason that he has never done before, and that is spend a huge amount of money in free agency. They added guys on both sides of the field, defense and offense, and they added weapons in multiple areas. Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith were the two primary tight end free agent targets for every team this offseason, and the Patriots got both of them. And if you remember, Cam Newton, while on the Panthers, while he was MVP Cam, had a very, very good tight end who was his favorite target in Greg Olsen. So adding two guys who can block as well as catch the ball in Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry is going to be huge for their offense. They also added Matt Judon on the defensive end of the field and Kyle Van Noy, who returns from Miami after being bought out for seemingly no reason. Like Miami really fumbled that in my opinion, but the Patriots took advantage, Bill Belichik took advantage, and added Kyle Van Noy and Matt Judon to strengthen the defense. They also added Nelson Agholor to help in the passing game with Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. So now that Cam went from pretty much no weapons or a couple guys who are inexperienced and not really legit NFL wide receivers to now two legit NFL tight ends and a veteran wide receiver in Nelson Agholor. They also added Trent Brown on the offensive line. That just adds more protection for Cam in both the passing game and the running game. The Patriots just got all around better, and Bill Belichik added the pieces that he needed to be the most successful that they could be this season. And I think that an underrated signing, even though I did kind of bash Cam earlier for being an inconsistent player, and to be fair, he really was. He has been inconsistent. Even in his last couple seasons with the Panthers, he was inconsistent, but that does not mean that Cam is a bad quarterback. We all know what Cam Newton's potential is. And honestly, to blame some of the inconsistencies on injuries wouldn't be wrong. because his injuries have affected his game. So if Cam Newton is healthy, and now that he is returning to the Patriots for his second year in their system, he knows the offense better. Bill Belichik has now given him more weapons. If Cam Newton can manage to stay healthy, I don't think he will ever be back to his MVP form that he was with the Panthers. But if Cam Newton is even close to that, even 75% of what his full potential is, the Patriots will be in a very, very good situation. They will be in a very good position, and while they do play in a tough division, obviously having to go against the Bills, I think that the Patriots have a very good chance to make the playoffs this year and possibly even have a deep run because of the weapons that they have added. Anyways, that is the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. At this point in time, I don't think I'm ready to call the Patriots Super Bowl contenders, just because I don't think that Cam Newton is a consistent guy. And even though I do love Cam Newton, I don't think they have enough help for Cam Newton to do it all alone, for him to be their star player, for them to win the Super Bowl with him as their quarterback. I don't think that is going to happen, but I do think that the Patriots will be a very exciting team to watch this year, and if they can stay healthy, they might surprise some people. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.